What up, what up? Now that this self-determination, my apologies if the audio is a little bit distorted because of the wind. Speaking of wind, it is a fucking fantastic day out here in sunny California. And if you can see, there's no yellow tape around the playground, so I am not illegally at a park that is closed because of COVID and social distancing. There's no yellow tape around this park at all, or the playground. Excuse me. So, first and foremost, excuse me, I'd like to thank my subscribers, all my new subs. Thank you for listening to a lot of my ravings. I appreciate it. But what I wanted to talk about today is something that we all probably actually have talked about, or probably will bring up at some point. And basically, I mean, all I can say is here we go again, which is probably what I'll title this video. Here we go again. Once again, we have the bootlicks, the coons, and the quote-unquote displaced LGBT community within the black community. Once again, standing up and fighting for white supremacy, which baffles me. Now, I find it very odd that black LGBT people are claiming that the black community is so homophobic. Listen, I grew up in the projects. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a small inner city community. It was an inner city community, it wasn't the county, but it was isolated. You understand what I'm saying? So it was like a one-way in, one-way out type of situation. It was a very dangerous place to grow up. But in any event, and so is everywhere they got riddled with crack. So I remember I had a homeboy who had like fucking 4 or 5 older brothers and sisters and shit. He had a lot of fucking older siblings. One of his brothers was what they used to call pre-op. He was a pre-op sexual, meaning he was living as a woman before the actual gender reassignment surgery. He was taking hormones and all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? This dude didn't get harassed and beat up. People may have made jokes and cracked jokes and, you know what I'm saying, joned on him a little bit. But who the fuck didn't get joned on? If you grew up where like I grew up, you grew up playing the dozens. You understand what I'm saying? You grew up cracking jokes and shit. I remember we used to spend lunch hours sitting at the table just calling each other the ugliest basketball player names and shit, like Patrick Ewing, you know what I'm saying, Manute Bol, like just being goofy and shit. Everybody got made fun of. I got cracked on. I got joked on, and everybody, man. The popular kids got clowned. The ugly kids got clowned. The good-looking kids got clowned. You know what I'm saying? The fat kids, the skinny kids, everybody got clowned. There may have been some exceptions because some people was just so fucking cool with everybody. Nobody really had nothing bad. Nobody really had jokes for them. You know what I'm saying? They could have came in on their worst day and nobody would have said too much about them. But anyway, for the most part, everybody got clowned. Gay dudes got clowned. And if you were a funny gay dude, you know what I'm saying? You could hold your own in a motherfucking dozens battle. Hey, nobody fucked with you for real. You might not have had a whole lot of male friends, you know what I'm saying? But dudes wasn't gonna really fuck with you like that. If you was funny or you could fight, you probably that is not a gender preference specific situation. If you were funny or could fight or could play ball or whatever made you, if you were popular in other people's eyes for certain things, you know what I'm saying, you avoided a lot of troubles, you know what I'm saying, that most adolescents, teenagers go through, you know what I'm saying. But everybody got joked on. 99.9% of the people got joked on. Being gay far as I know, now listen, my perspectives on homosexual are based on how I grew up. So I'm telling you, how I grew up. You might have gotten clowned for being gay, but everybody got clowned for something. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got clowned for something. Being gay was just the thing you got clowned about. You're just extra sensitive about that shit. So you say that all black people hate you when it's probably just your father or your mother. Or some relatives here and there. You understand? I had a homeboy who lived next door to me. His little brother was gay from day one, and everybody knew it. He had an uncle that was gay. You know what I'm saying? I had a gay uncle. Like, I grew up with people, you know, maybe being funny style with gay dudes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be, treating them different. But there's no homophobia like in the white community where they'll kill you for being gay, beat the shit out you, torture you. Yeah, like seriously, like remember, black people don't make laws in America. White people do. They're the ones behind the laws. They're the ones that made sodomy illegal, homosexuality illegal. You know what I'm saying? Gay marriage illegal. White people are the ones that did that shit. Always keep that in mind. No matter how many black people may have supported it, white people made it illegal. They made a law. There is no homophobia in the gay community. Y'all need to stop with that shit. I spent this much time of the video explaining that part because I'm dead serious about this shit. There's no fucking homophobia in the black community. There may be people who dislike homosexual people, but you can't lump us all into one group. We're not one monolithic thing when it comes to this issue. So that's complete bullshit. And they fucking know it. They know it. They know it. You're mad at certain individuals specifically, or you're mad because some straight dude wouldn't let you suck his dick, or some shit like that. Because let's face it, man. They really going hard with the homosexual shit because they don't want to have sex with other gay people. They want to have sex with straight people. They take pride in luring a straight person in. Man, come on. Why do you think all of the transsexual women, the men who turn themselves into women, why do you think they're so upset with the fact that they can't get the straight male attention that they want? They're upset about this shit. They want to be women so bad that they want to ignore the fact that they were actually born men. That's inconsequential to everything. They can't keep it a secret, but they don't want straight men to care about the fact that they used to be a man. Why do you have a desire to be with straight men so much? You're an homosexual man. You're a homosexual. Be with another homosexual. Isn't that how it's supposed to work? Heterosexual people usually date heterosexual people, right? Like, isn't that how it works? Anyway, I'm not telling anybody who they can or cannot be. I'm just saying, stop with the homophobia shit. And black men are the white, straight black men are the white men of the black community. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. That's the stupidest fucking shit. That's stupid. That is fucking stupid. Because even within your LGBT communities, you get treated like shit by white supremacist gay people. Because they're white first before they're gay. And they know that shit. But in any event, I also wanted to say this. I know that's a good bulk of the video right there. That's a huge part of the video. But I really wanted to get that out there. They're trying to make themselves our enemies so they can get white money because they're mad at individuals throughout their lives. But they're blaming the entire race for it. They need to stop that shit. But now, I just wanted to say this. There are certain celebrities out there who play their part. And then there's celebrities out there who are full of shit. And they're trying to please their white masters. by luring us in with sucker shit. You all know who these individuals are. There's no need for me to say any names. But black celebrities, if you don't have anything to actually say that's positive for what's happening and what we're doing right now, please shut the fuck up. Just don't say anything at all. Because remember, while you guys do have a black fan base, nobody who's serious about black liberation, nobody who's serious about that be one life, is taking their cues from fucking celebrities or waiting for a celebrity to tell them what to do. Let's be clear on that. Nobody who is really out there, really on that B1 shit, waiting for any of you to do anything. So let's just clear the air with that. Now, with that being said, nobody's telling you what you can and can't do. We don't give a fuck what you do or don't do. We already know which side of the line you guys stand on. We already know there is no more tricking and fooling us. You understand what I'm saying? There is no more of that. Those days are done. We know who you guys really are. And I just want you guys to understand that. I know no celebrity's gonna listen to this, but I want my people to understand this. That's real talk. Nobody who is about that shit is waiting for a celebrity to tell them what to do. I watched Dave Chappelle's last special, and I appreciate what he did. In a nutshell, if you haven't seen it, basically Dave Chappelle, in the conclusion, basically made this point. People are waiting for him to say something about the uprisings that are taking place all over America. And he basically said, I don't need to say anything. It's not for me to say anything. Because of who I am, I avoided being harassed and potentially murdered by the same cop that actually went on to murder another black male. I can't remember the brother's name, my apologies. But he says, they're saying everything that needs to be said. The young people that are out in the streets are saying everything that needs to be said. They don't need me to stand up and take the spotlight off of what they're doing. I can't say it any better than what they're saying, basically. And I appreciate that. Basically saying, I don't need to say shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to say a damn thing about this. They're saying everything that needs to be said. And I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I can appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So let that be a message to all of you other celebrities out there. Remember, the people that are out in the streets aren't waiting for you to say a fucking thing. They're not waiting for your support. They're not waiting for your quote-unquote leadership. We're fed the fuck up and we're taking what's ours. And this is how it's going to be. So I just want the celebrity community to keep that in mind. You guys are free to be who you are and be who you want to be. Nobody's knocking you for that. Get your money. But don't think we're going to be the same fools we were in the past, allowing you to defuse our anger and continue to let white supremacy steamroll us while you benefit from it off of our misery. We're not waiting for you guys. Just keep that in mind, please. You know, while you are a huge part of our community, you're not the voices that speak for the people. This generation understands that more than anything, because a lot of you celebrities who are in the mainstream, or the ones from the 90s, we grew up with you motherfuckers, so we know who a lot of you are. We're not that impressed. So I mean, you're either gonna speak out against white supremacy, or just please shut the fuck up.